A very good afternoon to you. Welcome
That's
to London Stansted. Currently sitting outside here, parking 50 right at London Stansted Airport with an aircraft just pushing, it's just called Unicom. So nice to see that aircraft are Unicom, and it's a pretty busy Stansted at the moment, with a couple of aircraft inbound, a couple of departures, and all that good stuff going on. So we're Romeo Uniform Kilo Delta Ryanair UK, operating as Ryanair UK flight 9228, service to Newquay, and call sign will be Blue Max 9 November Echo. So yeah, 50 right, which is the real stand the aircraft will be departing from, which is gate 41 in real life. So yeah, looking very nice. Very nice here at Stansted. Everything all looking good, and yeah, I must say it is very nice here. The scenery here by any builds, yeah, it is a little out of date, and I wish there was custom taxiway lighting, but otherwise the details are pretty nice. Yeah, they got the look of Stansted pretty much right down, including the way the terminal looks and all that stuff. Yeah, very nice. And so yeah, let's get to the flight deck and get ready for departure.
So
welcome to the flight deck. Let's get into position and get the aircraft set up. So let's take a look at the operational flight plan here today. So it's going to be Ryanair, Blue Max, service Ryanair UK 9228, call sign Blue Max 9 November Echo, from Stansted to Newquay. Cosmic 6, ground distance 251, so short flight time today 51 minutes. We're going to be cruising at level 300, and you can ignore this. This is just taken from the real flight plan that they found with the ATC, the real Ryanair UK 9228 from radar box. Average tailwind, it's going to be, headwind is going to be 3 knots, which is basically nothing. And the alternate is going to be Bristol, which is the nominated alternate for Newquay Ryanair SOP. So blocking today is 5.6 tons, correction 5.8 tons. We've logged a little extra because we're tankering some fuel for the return sector. So in total we have 7820 plus this, so 8530 in the tanks. Yep. We're not going to be starting AAP shortly. Not starting AAP yet because departure is time 30. So it looks like we're going to be a little early for departure today, which is good. Final reserve plus alternate is 2.5 tons. So routing today, number 1 Romeo departure, Newquay, Mike 183 Silver, Quebec 41, Sam, this is not too sure, Southampton, Lima 620 to Dolly, and then we're going to be vectoring ourselves for the runway 30 RLS approach into Newquay. So scheduled block is 4:30 PM local, which is coming up shortly in just 18 minutes, and we're going to be blocking in scheduled time 40, so I'm looking fine here, which we're going to be early, yeah, because I put in 15 minutes for taxiing out and 5 minutes taxiing in. We should be less than that. I just estimated this number. I couldn't actually tell the exact number of passengers that were going to be booking this flight, so 178 packs today. As weight 60.1 tons, so relatively the heavier side, and fuel we've got 8.5 in the tanks, so yeah, that's fine. Possible weight 3.2. That's a max of 9 tons on fuel for the landing weight, so that should be just fine. So takeoff weight, we're going to be approximately 68. Take an extra of 8.5, so this extra 2.7, so 2.7 addition, this is 68.3, so yeah, it should be just fine. We're below the max takeoff weight, and 2.7 on top of that, that's 65.9, so I just realised we're above the Ryanair max landing weight. You know what, that's too bad, yeah. 65.3 is the Ryanair max landing weight, so yeah. Yeah, well, it's unrealistic, but yeah, we'll just call it a day. Yeah, 65.3, yeah, whatever. Yeah, so we use category delta minimums if required. So most critical, more than 3,800 feet at Dolly, max shear value 210, so basically just fine. Weather's good, and on the ground here at Stansted, 260 knots, no clouds, 12 degrees, QNH 1017, and Newquay 27015 knots, QNH is 1022, temperature 10 degrees, so basically just fine. Bristol, a bit of strong winds from the west, but yeah, it's all fine.
So traffic pretty much 4580 on a 4 mile final, runway 22, Stansted.
Yeah, the guys had to go around, that's why he's announcing it a little loud. Apologies if that sounds a little loud here for you. Basically everything fine. Lima close between Hotel Juliet. We've been at Stansted. We just departed of a couple hours ago, actually, just yesterday. So it should be fine. Lima's not relevant for us. Newquay locator. Newquay is serviceable and DB approaches 1230 not available. Aircraft air start unit serviceable. Yeah, that's fine. So weather en route today expected to be fine. Winds, yeah, a bit of slight headwind from winds currently coming in from like northwest, westerly direction. Going to be pretty much ability to tropopause at flight 300 over here. So yeah, and I don't see any significant weather on the chart except for a little bit of what does it say? Turbulence, light to moderate turbulence, up to level 400, departing from Stansted. Yeah. So currently we are at parking stand. Let's get the charts out here. We are at parking stand. Okay, let's get the airport chart. Yes, so parking stand currently is 50 left, correction 50 right, which is just over here. We're pushing on to Charlie East and taxiing out Charlie Sierra, Sierra holding point runway 22. And the takeoff run available is 3049. 3049 meters. Yep, it's just fine. Departure briefing, basically nothing. Couple noise restrictions, all that, and couple speed restrictions. Departure, max 250 below 100, and that's fine. Approach, we're going to be putting in the this runway 22 there, and we're going to put in the minimums there. Correction, not minimums, continued frequency 105. 05, which you're going to have set, and on this side as well, 1105. And rooms 548, that's absolutely no problems. MSA, street is 3,025 miles. Fixed ring has been drawn up there in the plan page, which is going to be just fine. Yeah, what's the fixed ring? Yeah, there you go, it's fixing 25 miles.
Stop the traffic, Ryanair 55 Charlie
and MFRA is going to be 1350, airport elevations 348 feet. There you go, that's checked. So for the sit, we are going to be flying in up over on runway departure with the Barkway reference, so we're going to change it to 625 instead of 625. The Barkway, and the course we're going to be setting up inbound course of 1692 Barkway. So on my side I'm going to put it 169, and we're going to tune the Barkway VOR as well on my side. Yeah. So on your side you have the RLS and the course for the RLS set from heading 222. We should climb in 6,000 feet. Transition has already been put into 6001, so that should be just fine. So, yep, due to interactions with other routes, not climb by 4,000, so stop altitude is 4,000, not 6,000. Got it wrong there, so 4,000, that's checked. Yeah, we'll still keep it 6,001. Average track mileage 18 miles to Napa. That's just fun. We'll just monitor the traffic on Newquay and then we'll fly. So, straightforward routing. I've put in restriction here, there. VRF 40 is currently 215 plus 70. So I put in there 215 below restriction just to keep ourselves at the upspeed to make the turns a little tighter and make sure that the LNAV has no problem following. Yeah, the autopilot has no problem following the track routing. Alright. So that is the departure brief, and we are going to take a look at the
traffic, Ryanair 55 Charlie Whiskey.
Push back here, so pushing back here, we're going to plan to push
and the traffic, Ryanair
straight forward onto Charlie East.
Short final landing runway 22.
That's the traffic on M19 Alpha, hold short runway 22.
So how's it going to work? We're going to be going here probably. Just a left turn. No. Maybe something like that. Oh no, to be honest with you.
You should be alright this time, Whiskey X-ray.
Oh, hopefully.
Let's see how we're going to do this. Maybe something like that. This is way too tight, so I don't really know how they're going to do it. How did they do it in real life? Yeah, it's so tight. Yeah, the two roads right there. I can't go onto the road, can I? Yeah, how do you think they do the push in real life? Well, I'm guessing they swing out a little over here. That's the only thing I can think of, yeah, because how else are you going to do it? Right, you swing over here and you tow forward. Yeah, that's all I can think of. So, keeping ourselves clear, we'll swing. Then we'll tow forward. Yeah, so something like that. Then we'll tow ourselves forward to the disconnect point somewhere here. Yeah, that's the best I can do. Yeah, so that's the pushback. Onto Charlie's and then taxi at Charlie East, Charlie Sierra 0 on holding pod runway 22 3049 22 68 667. Takeoff 1 because real life the engine can only go to 24k on this aircraft. It's very uniform Kilo Delta. The real one operating sector is Kilo Juliet, but don't have to worry for that. Yeah, so 24k. Packs on, NTI's off, giving us 92.4. September 33. 852 departure, so it is going to be a straightforward. Yeah, 1,000 feet of acceleration and all that stuff. Yeah, all good. 424350. Which is 1 knot of the OPT, so we accept those speeds. Excellent. Right, so pushback taxi at City EOS, it has been discussed. Return to takeoff below 80 knots, check for master caution, no abnormalities, above A2 check for any, only for 5 warning, aircraft safe, unable to fly, wind shear, call stop, disconnect all the throttle, retard the throttles, maximum reverse, max or manual braking or operation of RT auto brake, and raise the speed brake lever manually. You'll verify that the throttle throttles have been disconnected, throttles closed, speed brake levers up, maximum applied, maximum braking or operation of the auto brake. Carge outside out 60 knots, stop brake on runway, set flat 40, inform ATC to reject center park brake, and rerun the checklist, take it from there. So engine failure heading select 222, 25 miles, 3,000 feet, hold, right hand circuit, probably something like that for runway 22 return, 548 minimums, course is set on your side 222, 1105, identity 0 X-ray, 1625 Buckway VUR, inbound course 169, set on my side. So any questions? No questions. Alright, then let's do the safety inspection checklist. Safety inspection, surface and shocks, check, maintenance status check, battery on, electric hydraulic pumps on, landing gear lever is down. Safety inspection checklist complete. Let's get DP started and then we can prepare to get going from here. So let's start timing there. We don't need to actually, yeah, that's fine. Alright, let's go to ground connections and dismiss our stuff. So let's retract the air stairs, release the stairs, release the loaders, and close the front door. So the cabin crew will be coming in, letting us know that yeah, that stuff is going on nicely, and yeah, doors have been shut. Passengers will be seated very shortly. Yeah, we're ready for departure. So code today 5445. I just gave myself some sort of realistic code, it seems. And alright, APU is coming up nicely. There you go, 3, 2, 1 now.
That's the traffic ground number 19 Alpha Alpha, lining up and takeoff runway 22.
That's the bus transfer. APU will come on. Pax auto. And voice recorders on, everything looking fine. Yep, let's go AP Gen here. Right, let's say we give the signal and they pull the ground power. And park brake is set with the red light, so chocks can go and be removed. Alright. So, are we good? Any questions, anything else to worry about? Nothing really, so let's go ahead and do the before start checklist down to the line. So, RS smoke selectors, nav gear pins 1, 2, 3 removed, proof covers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 removed, light test check, oxygen test 100%, your damper is on, navigation transfer display switches, normal auto. Fuel, we've got 5, 6 required, 8, 5 on board, 4 pumps on, less than 1,000 center tank. Cabin util IV galley power switches are on. Emergency exit lights on, fasten belts on, window heat on, air compress, packs, auto bleeds on, set. Prioritization with selector, auto. Instruments, got heading 041, 041, QNH 1018, set once, twice, 3 times there. And 340 indicating once, twice, 3 times. Now, this seems accurate. The sim is saying 1018. There's some problem with the meta request, yeah, so this is a bit outdated. I'm using the E6BX stuff from aviationweather.gov or something. QNH difference of 1 shouldn't make much of a difference, yeah, but we followed this reading. This is aligned, so that's fine. So I continue the checklists. Auto brake is RTO, hydraulics, normal. Speed brake is down detent, park brake set, snap trim cutout switches, normal. Verify warning checked, radios, radar and transponders set and standby. Rudder and trim free and 0. Takeoff briefing discussed, PA complete. Correction, PA is not complete, so let's do the PA now. Ladies and gentlemen, very good morning. Welcome you. Correction, good afternoon. Welcome to Ryanair UK flight 9228 service from London Stansted to Newquay. Flight time today expected to be about 15 minutes, cruising at 30,000 feet, tracking towards the west. There's a possibility of some turbulence on departure, so we'll be keeping the seatbelt signs on for a little longer. Otherwise, we do expect pleasant weather conditions, and winds in Newquay currently from the west, blowing about 25 kilometers per hour, so with temperature on the ground 10 degrees. Expected departing very shortly. Thank you very much for your patience, and we wish you a very pleasant flight. Enjoy the 7th port, and speak to you shortly before descent with the latest weather. Right, PA complete. FMC CDU set in 1 and ISBUX auto snap trim 6.36 units set. Performance weather band silent set, EFB FM mode stowed, mobile phones, airplane mode, flight deck windows and cockpit door. We have locked doors, closed passengers seated, 4 start checklist completed to the line. Alright, if it's all clear behind us, then I'm going to go and get connected tug and prepare for departure. So there's one guy coming in. Is he coming in Charlie East or West? He is coming in Charlie East. Okay, we'll wait for him to come in, so yeah, but we'll connect the tug for now. So go ahead and connect the tug.
Cockpit to ground.
This is ground, stand by.
Alright, so tug's connecting. Good. See what he does. Oh, he's already turning in. Okay, that's fine. So let's say we've been given our push and start clearance. Excellent. So before start checklist below the line, aircon packs off, anti-collision light on, parking brake set, transponder alt off. Before start checklist complete.
Okay, sir. The bypass pin is installed. All doors and hatches closed and the ground equipment is removed.
Right, gonna lift us and we're gonna be off block.
Parking brakes are set. You may
Well,
lift.
not much early actually. Yeah, just about 2 minutes early.
Parking brake set, lifting the aircraft.
Alright, let's go.
Standing by for pushback.
Cockpit to ground.
Starts traffic, Blue Max 9 November Echo, pushback,
cleared for
park
start
stand
and
50 right onto Charlie East. Starts traffic.
Okay, cleared for push start. Please release parking brake.
Brakes
Parking
released.
brakes are released.
This ground now. Alright.
Commencing pushback. You can start the engines in sequence.
121730. Well,
It will start in the sequence.
let's tune him.
Traffic Ryanair
121730.
80 Alpha November, please establish 22 miles per hour in short time.
Alright, let's get our clearance. Let's listen to the ATIS first. 127180. 127180. 180. What's the ATIS
Air
saying?
traffic control continues with ground on 121.730. Data link clearances are available. Report if
1730,
you are
we don't have
unable
data
to
link.
use the east and west taxi lines on first contact. Surface wind 26015 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. No clouds detected. Temperature +12. Dew point +0. QNH 1017. Acknowledge receipt of information Alpha and
Okay.
advise aircraft type on first contact.
Information Alpha.
Stansted Airport Information Alpha. Time 1250 Zulu. Runway in use 22. Transition level. Flight level 70. Delivery is closed. Air traffic control continues with ground on 121 decimal
Right.
730. Data.
Stansted Ground, good afternoon. Blue Max 9 November Echo on Charlie East. We just pushed as you came online. We have information Alpha Boeing 738 request clearance Newquay.
Blue Max 9 November Echo Stansted Ground. No problem, just clear to Newquay, level 1.
Okay, pushback completed.
522.
Please set your parking brake.
Second squawk code, apologies, you're a little soft for Blue Max 9 November Echo.
Blue Max 9 November Echo, squawk 5225.
5225 for the squawk code and cleared to Newquay, November 1 Romeo departure, Blue Max 9 November Echo.
Blue Max 9 November Echo, correct.
Alright, let's set brakes and
Parking
let's
brakes
get
set.
our engines started. Nice landing by the way, coming in here.
Parking brake set. Lowering aircraft.
Alright, bleeds on, start number 2.
Ground. Startup is complete.
Startup's
You may
not complete, but you can disconnect, yeah. And 2, pressure, and 1.
Okay, sir. Clear to disconnect.
And
This
forgot
be
to
removed. Use
time
flight.
that.
And safe flight.
Oh, they changed a little, I never heard
Holding
that. Have a
position
safe
waiting
flight.
for the visual.
Yeah.
Thank you and goodbye.
Yeah, thank you, goodbye. See you next time. So, there's 25%. Valves are operating, excellent. Fuel flow, EGT is coming alive, there you go. So clearance is as planned, yeah, Newquay 1 Romeo departure. And it should climb, stop at 4,000 feet and 5225.
Ryanair 7445, hold position, I'll call you back.
So that's probably waiting for us to get going. Sorry about that. We have to do 2 engine starts. So starter cut out, monitor 2. 2 stable. Start number 1. And 2. All pressure. And 1. That's probably the guy that's just ahead of us, yeah, waiting for us to taxi out. That's nice of the controller. So we've got fuel flow, EGT, excellent. And let's say handshake received the right side. Thank you very much. See you next time. Bye-bye. Starter cutout, monitor 1. So short taxi, the cabin crew would have been advised and they have extra time anyway, so monitor 1 stable. So we're taxi fast since, yeah, I think they should be, yeah, they have extra time to prepare the cabin as we were getting our clearance. So flight control check, full up. Full down, neutral, full left, full right, neutral, and rudders, full left, full right, neutral. Nice rudder travel by the way, compared to the max, yeah. Right, so before taxi checklist, generators on, APU off, start switches continuous, probe heat on, anti-ice off, aircon, packs, auto bleeds on, isolation valve, auto flaps, 5 required, 5 selected, and the green light is on. Step trim. 6.36 units required, 6.36 units set. Start leaving side of D10 flight controls checked, recall checked before taxi checklist complete. Ground Blue Max 9 November Echo request taxi.
Blue Max 9 November Echo, taxi 01,
Charlie
Charlie
001 holding point runway 22. Blue Max for correction 9 November Echo.
Ryanair 7445, after the company
Okay, brakes released, config checked, and off we go. So that's the guy on our right. Yeah, sorry for the wait, so I do apologise for that. Alright, so standard taxi routing is very straightforward. Let's keep it up to 10 knots here, because we're going to make it turn very shortly. But yeah, for the... yeah, you could just use this for departure here. So Charlie East, join Charlie, and then Hotel Sierra 01. Yeah. So there he is. Looking pretty good. For some reason his flaps are set, which is, I mean, that's probably some model matching thing, yeah.
Translator runner 23 Yankee Lima.
Yeah, this
is,
thing I really don't like about
left
Vacating.
on
This
two,
guy's
yeah.
really loud and the control is really soft. Yeah, I wish there was some V-Pilot software modulation. But well, it's not for profit. Yeah, it's not like Spotify. They have to have good
Reserve by
software.
Juliet and Lake Bravo.
This guy's really loud.
Yankee Lima.
But then you have to make sure that the soft guys you can't hear them. This guy, the control I can barely hear. Yeah. Unicom 122.8, the max 9 of okay, thank you for the TC, see you next time. Okay, back to Unicom. So, we're going to be lining up shortly. SAS traffic, Blue Max 9 November Echo, line up runway 22 for departure, VS01. Stansted.
Stansted traffic, Ryanair 2 Whiskey, short file on runway 22, landing.
SAS traffic, we'll hold short then, Blue Max 9 November Echo. Right, we'll hold short then. But cabin ready, let's say signals received. Right, before takeoff checklist, down to the line, config checked, flaps, we've got 5 green lights, and the stab trim 6.36 units is set. Takeoff briefing reviewed, cabin secure. Before takeoff checklist completed, down to the line. Oh, I just realised I landed at the wrong waiting point. Yeah, that's my bad. That's alright, he's coming into land here. SAS traffic, Ryanair, correction, Blue Max 9 November Echo, line up runway 22 via Romeo 1. SAS traffic.
Stansted traffic runner 8 Alpha November.
Cabin crew, seats for departure. Alright, so before takeoff checklist, below the line, MCP set, transponder, should have gone TARA. Landing lights on, strobe lights on, waiting for the guy to vacate and then give ourselves takeoff clearance. And we have 33 minutes already, so that's nice to see.
Stansted traffic, Ryanair 2 Whiskey, vacated runway 22.
Alright, is he actually vacated? He's just crossing now, so yeah, let's go. SAS traffic, correction, Blue Max 9 November Echo, takeoff runway 22, Napa Romeo departure. So timing, stabilize, takeoff. Takeoff thrust set, indications normal. Checked.
V1. Rotate. Positive rate.
Gear up. LNAV. So N1 and we can bug up, but let's load the nose first for the acceleration. So flaps 1. And flaps up. So let's go hit command A, MCP speed. And let's say clear to level change now, clear to, let's say, flight level 80. Let's go flight level 80. Keep the up speed for the turns. Right, flaps up, no lights, VNAV. VNAV path, let's clear that stuff out. Yeah, I should have cleared that stuff before going to VNAV path. So N1 VNAV speed. Alright, N1 VNAV speed, running away the speed, but it's fine. We are still able to keep it 20, yeah, just coming up 25 degrees of bank, yeah, so that's fine. So, take-off checklist, aircon and press, cabin is climbing diff 2.5, PAX auto bleeds on set, engine start switches are off, landing gear is up and off, and auto brake off, flaps up, no lights, altimeters set standard now. Standard set, passing flight level 6, 5, now checked. Take-off checklist complete. 10 set. And let's see whether we can give ourselves a shortcut. So doesn't look like there's much traffic actually in the area, so probably give ourselves a shortcut. Yeah. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take ourselves to Silver. So let's go ahead direct to Silver. So direct Silver, execute, and you can go ahead and close the speed window. Okay, this thing's coming back onto track, so that's fine. We're at 4 minutes and we're level 100. Yeah, that's what you get when you climb at the up speed. So level 100 now. Lights. Can release the crew, but passengers will keep us seated for a little longer. Yeah, because once we finish the turning, finish the acceleration. The radar can come on your side. Go ahead and delete the fixed pages. Match heading. Right, so altimeter is passing flight level 107. Now 10 checks, fuel we've got balanced. Let's take the center pumps on, 6 pumps on. Lights, APU, fasten belts, air content press, recall, checked, and tank checks complete. So, very fine, and very nice departure here of Stansted. It's going to be pretty uneventful all the way till we start our descent into Newquay. So thanks for watching till now, and we'll see you for the arrival into Newquay. So welcome back to the flight deck. Currently descending passing level 110 now. So yeah, lots of run. Landing in approximately, as you can see, 2-3 minutes. So time to crew 10 minutes landing. Cabin crew 10 minutes landing. Right, so currently we are on descent. There's no star, not really at least. I mean, it says here arrivals, but it's not really anything there. Yeah, from Dolly coming in. What we've done is we've done an extended centre line from runway 30 to the centre fix. So I've drawn intercept from Dolly to the centre fix, which is just past the 10-mile final. Yeah. So looking fine. Yeah, the aircraft will slow down itself, so no speed restrictions here, but centre fix 10 miles got to be 180, which yeah, 178 there, so that's just fine. We'll follow the VNAV for the slow down. Aircraft is slowing down now for the 10,000 restriction, or the flyable 100 restriction, and we are descending very nicely. Plymouth is just over there. It's the very beautiful city of Plymouth. Yeah, a couple of mines here, is it? No, not sure, but it is looking very nice and beautiful. Plymouth just to the south, and we've got Torquay behind us, and to the right the end of Cornwall, all the way north there, the Cornish coast. So Newquay's just to the right hand side there, somewhere over there, and currently can't really see it, but yeah, that is indeed Plymouth. Very nice. That's the airport, which you might visit one day. So, passing flight level 100, correction, passing flight level 905 now. 10 checks, fuel balanced, center fuel, tanks off, 4 pumps on, lights, APU, fasten belts, aircon press, cabin descending, diff 3, recall, bank in sector 25 degrees, 10 checks complete. On break 2 flap 30 landing today. We're just about maximum 6.3 tons for the arrival. Landing en route, yeah, that's what we'll go. On break 2, coming out to the end, and then going to be vacating and taxiing out over here. This is what we want, yeah. Vacating to the end and taxiing Alpha, stand 2-1, yeah, that's what I'm going to do there. So 2744 meters, absolutely no issues there. Yeah, and yeah, it's all looking fine. So there is no traffic on that 7 at the moment, as you would expect. Yeah, there really is no traffic there. The closest traffic's like at, what, it's near Bristol, yeah. But we'll call anyway. Traffic, Blue Max 9 Hotel Alpha Echo, descending currently passing flight level 80 on descent for the extended centre line. For the runway ILS 30 approach, Newquay traffic. The course 301 set, and Optimus 1023 will be set in shortly. Transition levels 40 today. Transition altitude is 3000 here at Newquay, pretty low. And yep, 110.5, and the VOR we don't have TEAN, but the NDB 347 we do have TEAN if we do want to have it there. ADF1, TEAN that there. We do get to see it, maybe. Yeah, it's ADF2's and up, yeah. Oh, I turned it off, that's why, yeah. There you go. Newquay. Showing up there quite nicely, but we don't really need to see it. We go back to VOR. So sun's just over there, yeah, that's why the sunshades are out. This guy probably would want it in front of him as well. Yeah, something like that would do. Speed's looking just fine. Standard approach, very calm and pleasant there, nothing much to worry about. Straight in, 3-degree descent path, and yeah. India, November Whiskey, Quebec. What's it? Hotel Quebec. Let's check. So November Whiskey, Quebec, yeah. Which is ident and checked. 105, 301. There you go, signals have been picked up already. The glide bound localizer. It's very nice. It's about 20 miles out, so yeah, that's actually pretty decent for a pickup range. Okay, let's say we cleared down to 2,500 feet. So we'll set our local QNH once, twice, and 3 times. Now the meta's still not quite working, so I'm just sort of using a website I've found, which says metatef.com. It says 1023 is the QNH. Yeah. Alt disagree. Well, now it should agree. 023. Set once, twice, and 3 times. Altimeter is passing 5,000 feet. Now it's checked. Alright, so approach checklist. Altimeters and instruments sent across, checked. Approach 8 is checked and set. Approach check is complete. So aircraft slowing down now for the final approach. The airport's just can't really quite see it quite yet, but probably somewhere over there. Yeah. Very nice. Passing over some Blazies, Nostal now. So we were a little fast for the approach. Now it should be no issues because there's no traffic, but just to... should we... Tell you what, yeah, we'll do a little bit of that. So let's go flap 1. You ready? Speed into vent. See speed. Yeah, flap 1 will certainly help the drag. Yeah, so cleared approach. Approach check is complete, ready to go. And cabin secure for landing. Terrain display can come on your side. Vertical speed 5 feet per minute, MC speed, vertical speed. And once you're locked on there on the LNAV, we'll go Vorlock. We can probably go somewhere like now, Vorlock. Should be coming alive. There you go, Vorlock. Match heading 301. And flap 5. So the best approach is very straightforward. Climb to 2,500 feet initially, comes to hit to D3 and or 1,500 minutes later. Probably this will be later, and turn right to locate at 2,500 directed. So basically turn right back to Newquay and hold. It becomes 139 left turns. Alright, let's go approach. So glance and capture. 2,500 feet, missed approach altitude is set. Newquay traffic, Limax 4, correction 9, Hotel Echo, established the LS runway 30.
2,500.
Newquay traffic. Looking good, good. Not fun dandy here. Cabin crew, seats for landing. Okay, I can probably take these off to the side now. Don't need them so much. So it's interesting that the VNAV is 200 there below, but I'm pretty certain once we get like there, something's gonna change to be on the path. Because I expect it to be on the path. Yeah, there you go. It's coming back up now to join us. So looking very nice here. Beautiful view of Newquay here. Some wind farms. There is photogrammetry, which is really nice to see. Yeah, the UK is covered very nicely with photogrammetry. Yeah. So I managed to keep it just about idle thrust. Yeah, 4 miles, gear down flat 15, standard Ryanair stuff. Which would seem really close for many people. Yeah, I mean 5 miles if you're coming from a wide body is already very close. Yeah, but 7.3, 4 miles is pretty standard. Yeah, and speed 180 coming in. Can you believe that? Yeah, it seems way too fast, right? Yeah. Right, 4 miles, go down flap 50. Watch speed, start switches, speed brake. It's flap 30 landing today, so go straight away to flap 30. Once below 175, which we can do now. Flap 30, match speed 150. 152. No, we want 154 because 149 is our VREF. Yeah.
1,000.
That's a big check. Landing checklist. Start switch is continuous recall checked. Speed brake, arm green light. Auto brake, correction. Landing gear down 3. Auto brake 3, 2. Set. Flaps. Got 40 green light. 40 is not there for some reason. But 40, 30 correction. 30 green light. Landing checklist. Completed down to landing lights. And let's say got a clearance. Landing lights on. Check is complete. And taking off. Over. So 500 feet continue. So runway's not too, not pretty short, yeah, so it's no pressure not to float, but you won't float, yeah. Why float when you don't have to?
Terrain.
Of course, ignoring that.
50, 40, 30 plus 100.
That's obviously wrong. So the QNH settings completely wrong. So speed brake up. As normal. So for some reason auto brake's not as effective as I was hoping, so let's use a bit of manual braking here. So 60 knots. Right, and vacate to the right. Start the timer there. Do this again to taxi. 10 knots for the turn. Alright, welcome to Newquay. So, lights, probe heat. Let's come back to reporting off. Trim reset to 4 units. Let's increase thrust a little. Yeah, it's about 4 units, we'll fine tune that later. Flight directors, this one, try and keep it on where the radar can come off on this side. And 231. Yeah, the QNH is obviously wrong, but it's alright. So set the checklist. Runway ahead, yeah, that's the Cat 3, Cat 2 on point there. Stand 2-1, we'll be looking out for the markings there. And we're at 4 units of trim, really nicely actually, yeah, pretty nicely there, 4 units of trim. Okay, that's 2-3 coming up. 2-2 and 2-1 is there. Yeah, I'm hoping there's no... Yeah, that guy's at 2-0, so that's fine, yeah. So 2-1, start the EPU, lights off. That marking really there, that's quite far forward, which would surprise me, but you know, what do I know? Yeah. I somehow doubt that this is what it actually is supposed to look like, but you know, whatever. Alright, brake set. Waiting for 3 minutes. Alright, 3 minutes. 2 blue, 1 red, engine's dead. Ladies and gents, welcome to Newquay cabin crew doors and sound cross check. So engines pulling down, 2000 standby here. We'll do the transit flow. So 1 and 2 below 20%. This can come off. Right, transit shutdown checklist. So electrical, we have AP on, fast belts off, Preflight is in auto. Right, anti-ice off, voice recorder on, aircon packs on. Correction auto, engine bleeds on, APU bleed off, exterior lights set, start switches off, auto brake off, speed brake down detent, flaps up no lights, park brake set, start levers cut off, weather radar off, transponder 2000 standby, CBR CB in, cockpit door is unlocked. Yeah, yeah, something there. Set that, that's the unlock switch, yeah, which is an up, which is probably not valid for flight, but yeah. Well, welcome to Newquay, very nicely on the ground here. Let's get some stuff going. Sections, ground services, set chunks, request that guy, extend the air stairs, request 2 left, get this guy, and the lavatory, and then door can come open as well on the left. Yeah, so 6190 for the fuel. That's very nice for the return sector. Actually, this does seem reasonable now. It just was a little strange that we're parked sort of offset. Yeah, I'm not sure how that actually works. Yeah, it's a little strange, isn't it? Yeah, not too sure exactly how this is working. But nice on the ground here in Newquay. It's a pretty nice scenery by UK 2000. Yeah. Some of the sceneries are pretty nice, even though now I think they're not really active, so Unibuilds is taking over the little stuff like Liverpool, I think Bristol, yeah, welcome to Cornwall, indeed, very nice part of the UK, over here, with the Ryanair UK coming in from Stansted, and yeah, we shot 25-minute turnaround. This crew today has 4 sectors, this is their first sector, so we'll be off to back to Stansted, and then I think Belfast, if I remember correctly. Yeah, back to Stansted for the night at 11 PM. So very nicely on here on the ground. Thank you very much for watching. It's a pretty enjoyable sector, and see you next time. Bye bye.